Hi guys! Right, okay, first off, I know I look crazy. Now, why do I look crazy, you might ask? I look crazy because I only have my eyebrows, my eye base and my foundation on. Why my makeup is only halfway done is because today I will be doing a different type of video. Now this video is all about messing up basically. I have no idea whether such videos exist on YouTube already or whether someone is doing them, but I thought it would be so cool to do this kind of like a challenge type of thing where I challenge myself to try and practice and make something not horrendous come out of the steps that I usually stay away from, because I always mess them up. So just to give you an idea of what I will be doing today, I will be using gel eyeliner, which is a pain in the arse for me because I absolutely mess up all of my eye makeup whenever I use gel eyeliner. For some reason, I don't know why, but I'm just absolutely hopeless with it. So we're going to try and do that today. Then I have only done a cut crease once in my life, so I'm going to try and do a cut crease, so that's going to be interesting. Then I did mention doing, contouring every now and again when I have like an event to go to. I mentioned that in my last video about my foundation routine, and I do that, but usually I never contour my nose because it's just one of these things that you really have to know what you're doing, and you have to be very careful because otherwise you can make your nose look worse than it is, and that's kind of opposite of what you want to end up with when you contour your nose. So we're going to try and do a nose contour and not make it look muddy or orange or anything like that, which is going to be tough. And last but not the least, I will try and draw a very beautiful red lip using a red liquid lipstick. And God knows, red liquid lipsticks, well, red lipsticks in general are they're not very easy to apply, at least for me. I mean, maybe some people find it like a walk in the park, but for me personally, I always manage to draw my lips unevenly, or it kind of looks weird somehow. So we're going to try and do that as well and make it look good. So honestly, I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea how this video is going to turn out because so many things could go wrong, and if they do, it's gonna be a while to try and correct them. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to try and do today. So yeah, let's get started. Oh gosh. So first off, we're going to try and start doing a cut crease. I've seen so many different tutorials on cut creases, how people do like these stunning, sharp, glamorous cut creases. And they always make it look so easy and so simple. And the one time that I tried to do it, it literally took me ages and ages to get the eyes to look even. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. For my eyes, I will be using the ZOEVA Naturally Yours palette. And this is just such a beautiful palette with so many nice new natural type of colors, browns and beiges and golds and stuff. I chose this palette because this is my comfort zone, basically. This is the palette that I go to whenever I feel like I want to do something that is not very creative. I mean, I don't usually do like super creative looks anyway, but when, every now and again, I feel like doing something colorful, and then I usually grab like a Morphe palette or my Anastasia self-made palette or something like that. But whenever I feel like I just want to use something that I'm comfortable with, that I know very well, that's when I turn to this palette. But besides using the browns in this palette, I wanted to do like a sparkly type of lid, and that's why I will also be using my Anastasia self-made palette. And I was thinking of using the shade Treasure, which is this one. It's beautiful, it's very, very shimmery and glowy, and it's just, so yeah. But we'll see what happens anyway. I have no idea how this is going to play out, so yeah, let's get started. I guess a good idea would be to lay down a transition shade first. At least that's something that I know how to do. So I will first take the shade Pure and the shade Soft and Sexy and blend these two together, because I want to create like a more soft type of brown. And we're going to just try and start working it in the crease. I know that the trick with cut creases is that you have to be kind of precise not to get the colour on the lid. You want to create like a sharp line between your crease and your eyelid, and that's what makes it so tricky, because obviously if it's not blown out and it's not diffused and it has to be sharp, then you can tell so well whether, you know, it's even, whether it's straight, whether it's, you know, perfectly done. So all these little mistakes are very easily noticeable. I think probably now is a good time to try and do the other eye as well. And I'm also keeping the color slightly above the crease, just because I have slightly hooded eyes, and whenever I do my eye makeup I always have to go higher up so it will be visible, and especially if I put on false lashes afterwards, or if I do eyeliner, which, you know, all of these things I'm going to do today, it probably wouldn't show up very much if I didn't have eyeshadow a bit higher up. So yeah, that's why we're doing that. Okay, this is going okay right now. Right, so I have one thing that I always wonder whenever I watch other YouTubers. You know, I watch like these famous YouTubers who do amazing makeup tutorials and great reviews and stuff like that. And whenever they do their eye makeup, so often I see that they have one eye already done and then they start with the other eye, like from scratch. And somehow they manage to replicate the same look, and it just looks identical when they do it. And it always baffles me, because I mean, I used to do my eye makeup like that before when I was a bit younger. I mean, I always struggle with it. You know, it's for me, it's almost impossible to get my eyes to look even when I just do like one eye and then start doing the other, because like I forget how much color I put somewhere and how much I blended it out and all these things. So for me, it's just a lot easier if I do it kind of, you know, step by step on both eyes. That way I can get it even. But somehow they get it even like when they don't even try very hard. I don't know. I'm telling you, it baffles me. Does anyone else wonder that? Because it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm just not as good in makeup as they are. Could be that, but I don't know. I just find this is so much easier. Okay, I think we're done with the transition shade. Now I will try and do the sharp line, which kind of separates the lid from the crease. And oh, I didn't tell you what brush I was using. Right, just quickly telling you, for my crease I use the ZOEVA 228 Luxe Crease, and for the sharp line I will be using ZOEVA 322 Brow Line, which is actually meant for your brows, but I mean, I'm a rebel. I'm going to try and draw like a sharp line and try and make it even on both eyes. Let's try and do that. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Okay, I use the shade Slow Dance, which is the darkest matte brown shade in the palette. I'm just trying to follow the natural crease of my eye, somewhat. Not entirely, but somewhat. Okay, off to a good start. Not that bad. See, this is the part where it gets difficult because, oh no, it's not even, is it? I don't... It's not even. It's just, ugh. Okay, I think now it's even. I mean, I'm gonna blend it out. I mean, it's not gonna stay like that, but I'm just trying to get the lines to be kind of symmetrical and on the same height. Oh, I can't tell. Right, okay, I'm gonna leave it there because otherwise I'm gonna mess it up and make it worse. So now I will try and blend out the lines that I drew and make them kind of blend into the crease color. And for that I'm taking the same dark brown that we just used to create the line called Slow Dance, and I'm taking it on a ZOEVA 231 Luxe Petite crease and just trying to start blending. Okay, no. That doesn't look too shabby, does it? Okay, I think that'll do. And now we will try and blend out the edges, I think. I haven't taken any additional product on the brush, just blending out the edges with the same crease brush we used before. Let's try and clean up the line with some concealer. I think that's what you do, right? Now I'm just taking some Rimmel's Wake Me Up Concealer in Ivory on the back of my hand, and I'm taking a detail brush by Real Techniques and starting to make the line sharper. I'm not too sure whether you should do it like bit by bit or whether you should try and create a sort of line. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, this bit is scary, like really scary. Okay, now we're going on to the lid colour, and as I said before, I will be taking the shade Treasure from the Anastasia Self-Made palette, and I'm taking it on a ZOEVA 232 Luxe Classic Shader brush. I'm trying to be super careful not to go over the line that we just drew with the concealer. I feel like one cut crease is slightly more up than the other one. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, otherwise honestly, I'm gonna mess it up. And who's to say that I'm not going to mess it up with the gel eyeliner, which is coming next. This is the scariest part of all of these 4 things. I mean, the cut crease takes ages, but if you mess up your gel eyeliner, you mess up everything. So I'm just slightly terrified. Okay, so we're going to take a black gel eyeliner. I will be using the Anastasia, what is it, cream color in the shade Jet when I'm using the Anastasia number 15 brush. Honestly, I do not like this part at all. This is already becoming a little... Okay. See? You see what I mean? I just stabbed myself in the eye. Okay. I'm gonna push through it and try and fix it. Seriously, my eyeliner looks like a 5-year-old drew it. Yep. And my cut crease is uneven, which I now see very well. I'm going to try and rectify, do something with my eyeliner. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use some liquid eyeliner in the inner corners of my eyes because I am not going back in there with that brush. And I'm gonna try and clean up the bottom as well. Okay, I think this is as good as it's going to get. Now I'm going to put on some mascara, my eyelashes and concealer, and then we're going to try and contour. And now we're going to try and do a cream contour. I will be using the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit in the shade Light. I will probably start off with the shade Creme, which is this one. I'm just going to dip my brush in there, and my brush is the ZOEVA 110 Face Shape Brush, and I'm just going to start putting the lightest dark shade on my temples and forehead, and just slightly dragging it in the hairline as well. And I'm also taking the same shade slightly under the chin and working that double chin in. Now to the face contour. Let's take ZOEVA's 142 Concealer Buffer Brush, and I'm taking the darkest shade, which is called Cinnamon, this one, and I'm going to take it on my cheek cheekbones. Well, kind of slightly under it. Anyway, okay. Let's see what happens. And now I'll buff that in with the same 110 face shape brush. I think this should do it. And now to the nose contour. Okay, I'm going to take the middle shade, which is called Nude, which is this one. And I'm going to take it on the same concealer buffer brush that we used earlier for the cheeks. And I'm going to try and draw something on my nose. Okay, and now to the tricky bit, making it look not orange. I'm going to take my foundation brush and just slightly dab over it. I don't want to blend or buff or anything like that because that's just going to move the contour around. Oh my god, this is so unpleasant. I don't know how some people contour their nose on a daily basis. I don't know whether people do contour their nose on a daily basis, but I'm sure someone does. Oh my gosh, this is... I don't even know whether that made a difference or not. We'll just say it did. And now I'm going to go over it with some powder and bronzer and highlighter and blush, and then we're going to move on to the lips. And now we will do the lips. For my red liquid lipstick, I will be using the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Beso. And I have a mini version. There is a full-size version of it as well, but mine is so tiny because I got it from a little mini trio of Stila's liquid lipsticks that they did some time ago. I think it was like a limited edition thing. And it was called the Eternal Love Trio. Oh, and another thing with this liquid lipstick, it dries down so quickly that if you mess up even the slightest, it's not going to be good. Not going to be good at all. So we'll see how this goes. If I end up looking like Ronald McDonald, then I don't know, at least I tried. Yeah, I knew it. So, as you can see, I slightly overdrew and not very nicely either, so we're gonna try and fix it. Okay, my lips still look uneven, but we're gonna roll with it. We will do some Fix Plus and yeah, that's it. So this was it, you guys. This was the video that I wanted to do today, just to do something different, something a bit more challenging, something fun. At least it was fun for me. I have no idea how fun it is to watch me struggle with my makeup, but I just thought it would be a cool idea to try and do this type of challenge. And as I said, I have no idea whether someone else has already done it or not, but it would just be so cool if you guys would share it and like this video so that it would reach as many people as possible, and then other people could also challenge themselves and practice and actually improve their skills. So yeah, I hope this video was somewhat entertaining, and as always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you wouldn't miss out on my next videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!